Please, in the yesterday's class, please let me know. Chakradhar, you have any?
No, sir.
Nitin?
No, sir, nothing.
Okay, guys. I think Naveen, good, right? So let's continue. Have you practicing, Naveen? I will go to documents, all materials. I will upload this today only. Okay. C sharp. Yes. Classes and objects. Now tell me, for example, I have a student class, or even create one more class. Okay. That's fine. No issues. So create a new class. Add class. We'll call as main.cs. Okay. So I'll write public static void main. We'll put string args and we'll do console.lightline hello. That's fine. Now that is good. We return. Okay, main, you cannot have the same name. Just put main one. Okay. Then you try to run it. It will try to run that as a hello. Hmm? Let it execute. Okay. What we'll do here, we will rename it main1.cs. Okay, here also we have main method. That is the problem. Okay, we should not have two main methods. Okay, here only we should have only one method. Otherwise, compiler will confuse. So we have the hello. Fine. So now what I want to do, go to courses. See here, we have the course. We have the course name, duration, and the list of the string of the technologies, right? If I want to store that, where I want to store, I should create the course class. I should create the course class. Got it. I created the class course. So now it is already having the course. From where it is having the course. Okay, here it is having course. Just remove this. Okay. See, I have the course class. For example, now I want to declare the what course name. It is that string course name, correct? Now I want to declare the ID, for example, course ID. Now I want to declare duration. See, all these properties I declared, but I want to reuse, I want to use it. How I can able to use it? Please tell me. We cannot use it. What is the, అది ఎలా తీసుకురావాలి? How we can able to use it? What is the way? What is the entry point for this? You got my point. The entry point. What is the entry point for this? You got my point. What is the entry? What is the entry for this? So we want to create an instance. So these variables we will call as an instance variables, because class will have some properties. Those properties we can access only with entry point. That we want to create an entry point for that. But that entry point we can do from main method only. I want to declare course C equal to new course. You got my point. So now course, we are creating an entry point for the course. Using that dot, we can able to access that. You got my point. So now course dot course name equal to, we can put as what? We can put as DFS, .NET full stack. So now you see, we cannot able to access its protection level. It should be public. That will comes with, near future in upcoming modules. We want to make it as a public and put public for all. Means it will be available for outside of the class and outsiders also. Then everyone can able to access that. It's a public property. You got my point. Then put course dot duration equal to 3 months. Course dot course ID equal to 1. You got my point. So now these three properties are nothing but strings which we are already assigned for this particular course. You got my point. These three variables we already assigned for this particular course. You got my point. You got my point. So now what is this new and what is this? This we will call as constructor. Constructor. Constructor means it is constructing a new entry point for the course. Using that entry point, what all we do here we can able to access. Even though if you want to have a public void some method, print method, where it will print the course, it will actually get the console.write line course name. It will print the course name. I want to access this one also. The entry point will be this C only. C only will be the entry point. You got my point. C only is the entry point. See, it's printed, right? So this is the entry point. It's, we will call as an object or instance, right? Otherwise, I can create one more also. You see, create one more. C dot, just put C1, because same name with different variables we cannot able to create. 2 months, if you put C dot course name, PFS, if you put C dot course ID, 2 we can put. Then finally, we'll put C1 dot print. You try to execute now, what it will happen? See, one is DFS and another one is PFS. Just try to execute. Okay, here we are making as C1 dot C1 dot C1. Now try to execute. See, DFS and PFS. You got my point. So now these are the two entry points, are the two different objects. For every different object, we can have store different values. So this is the constructor. So this is the constructor, default constructor we have, right? Which will try to get the reference of that particular class so that we can able to access all the public properties of that particular class. Are you understand till this point? Intavarku ardhamainda everyone? Naveen, Nitin, Chandra, Chakra.
Same as Java, right?
Yeah, same like Java. Same like Java. Chakra, Nitin.
Yes, understood.
Clear? Huh?
Yes.
So now you tell me, I want to access these properties in every single line. I want to set in every single line. Can I avoid this? I can make it as a parameterized constructor. I can create one public course which will accept the parameterized constructor, course name, course ID, and duration. If you put parameterized constructor, then default constructor will be overridden. అంటే మామూలుగా normal గా default constructor will given by the C# compiler in Java also. But here default constructor you are replaced with the parameterized constructor. Then definitely you want to mention the default constructor separately. Remember this point. లేదంటే default constructor work avadu. You got my point. Now it will work. Please check. See, now it is working. So నేను ఇప్పుడు రాసేటప్పుడే see first one is course name, next course ID, next duration. In the same line itself, I can use PFS. Next one, duration 1 month. Next one 2. You got my point. So అప్పుడు నేను డైరెక్ట్ గా దానికి ఒకే లైన్ లో సెట్టింగ్ we can able to set the properties, right? In the same line we can able to set the properties. This we will call as parameterized constructor. Parameterized constructor. You got my point. Parameterized constructor, default constructor, parameter constructor, and this we will call as an entry point for the class, which is an object reference. So if you create that entry point, we can able to access all the properties inside that public properties. So that's why we need to create the entry point for that, which we will call as instance of the class, any class. You got my point. కానీ నేనేం చేయాలి? సో దిస్ కోర్స్ లో ఉన్న ఇవన్నీ నేను కాపీ చేసి కోర్స్ 1 లో వేయాలి వితౌట్ ఎనీ రీజన్. దెన్ ఐ క్రియేట్ ఏ కాపీ కన్స్ట్రక్టర్. కాపీడ్ ఈక్వల్ అంటే ఒక కాపీ కావాలి నాకు, ఈక్వల్ టు న్యూ కోర్స్ ఆఫ్ సి ఐ వాంట్ టు క్రియేట్. ఇప్పుడు మన కాపీ కన్స్ట్రక్టర్ ఉందా? లేదు. దెన్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద టైప్ ఆఫ్ ద కాపీ కన్స్ట్రక్టర్? సో అంటే కోర్స్ టైప్ ఆబ్జెక్టే కదా అది, దాని ఎంట్రీ పాయింట్ ఆబ్జెక్టే కదా. దెన్ వి విల్ పుట్ దిస్ డాట్ కోర్స్ ఐడి ఈక్వల్ టు కోర్స్ డాట్ కోర్స్ ఐడి, దిస్ డాట్ కోర్స్ నేమ్ ఈక్వల్ టు కోర్స్ డాట్ కోర్స్ నేమ్, దిస్ డాట్ డ్యూరేషన్ ఈక్వల్ టు కోర్స్ డాట్ డ్యూరేషన్. అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ ఇదేంటి? దిస్ కోర్స్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ ఎ సి. అంటే అదొక ఆబ్జెక్ట్. అంటే వీఆర్ కాపీయింగ్ one properties into another object properties. This is copy constructor. Now you see, if I send to C and it's copied, if you just put copied dot print, it will print the same. See, we are copied all the properties, right? Both properties are same now. This we will call as copy constructor. This we will call as parameter constructor. By default, if you want to send some parameters, this we will as copy constructor, where we are sending another object reference. Those properties again values we are storing into the current object. Again it is returning back the new object, that is a copied object. If you don't want to put any, then default constructor will work. This is difference between parameterized constructor, copy constructor, and the default constructor. And now this is one object, this is another object, this is the third object. Third object is nothing but copy of the first object. Using copy constructor, copy constructor will accept the type as course only, because it's an instance of course only, right? That you are sending. You are sending instance of course, it's not a string. You got my point. If you put int, then you can send as a int only. You got my point. Whatever you are sending, that is the same. Remember this point. Here this course is string. That is why if you put C here, first one is input is string only, whatever is sending. So this, what is this exactly, how it is braces, that will comes in the next chapters. But you want to understand the constructor, copy constructor, default constructor, class and object. That is the main theme of today's class. Are you understand till this point, everyone? So now if you put right, like this also you can do. You no need to put in the same line. You can get in the next line also. You can declare here and you can able to initialize here. This is declaration. And this is initialization. You got my point. Otherwise, you can put in the same line in the declaration and initialization and the same line. Declaration and initialization. You got my point, everyone, till this point. Everyone, are you clear till this point?
Yes.
Copy constructor, constructor, class, object, you know, everything. Adi. So now please practice till this point. Chakradhar, Nitin also, Naveen, I think so. If you are already aware Java, that's fine. But I think I already given the material, right? So just take, I upload the material now only. I think it's not uploaded yet. For module 2, it's uploaded. Module 3, I will upload now. Tomorrow, I will take the class, might be afternoon. We'll try to understand this casting, type casting, reference types and all. Okay. Day after tomorrow, operands. I think operators and typecasting will complete in the same day. That's fine for today because we are already exhausted. But I want to take little class, right? So that I don't want to break the flow. Tomorrow we'll continue with the next module. Which is the next module? Module 4. I want to complete the parameter like primitive type, non-primitive types, custom types, scope of this particular variable and constants and everything I can discuss so that we can complete the 4th module tomorrow. Okay. So I will stop the recording.